Yo, what up, what's good, dicker? My name is Sanj, and today we are back with another video where, as you can see from the title, we are finally presenting my newest drop collection, whatever you wish to call it, on my YouTube channel. Now, I purposely waited until the drop actually took place, and in the future I will not do so, but there is a reason for this madness. I waited until the drop took place prior to me dropping a video because I didn't want, and there will still be some comments in the comment section down below going on about how I only post video to plug my shit or to sell or to blah 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 blah. But here I am showing you and talking you through some of the pieces. Let's kick things off straight away with the first item from Drop 4, which is one of my beloved. I mean, I love all of them, but this one holds a special place because I was finally able to produce a cardigan, and sticking to the brand ethos of cropped in the body, elongated sleeve, we have my take on a cardi, which I'm sure you'll see the on body of right now. An absolute beauty, made of 100% merino wool. The fabric itself feels insanely soft. Literally, the first feedback that I've got from most people was just how insanely soft it feels. It's called a cash feel, so that it feels like cashmere, but it's in merino wool. And the technique for the color was achieved by taking two yarns and twisting them together, hence the twisted yarn knit cardigan. And then you have this mottled effect where we played with a green and a yellow, and the ratio was roughly about a 70-30, so it's primarily green with hints of yellow. We have 4 buttons down the middle, horn effect, they look insane. And then the main important detailing, actually 2 things I want to talk about, but the first one being the hand crochet finishing that can be found along the external seams in a contrasty white, just an extra touch, which to me it elevates the garments from just such a tiny twist to the piece, but it makes it so much better, at least in my opinion. And yeah, hand done, so extremely time consuming. And then the other final bit of information that I wanted to include was the fact that this is our first piece that we've made outside of the European Union, so outside of the EU. Normally we get everything done, manufactured in Portugal. This cardigan was actually made in Hong Kong, and the reason why I wanted to emphasize that is because, unfortunately, negative connotation regarding anything made in China. Now, yes, there is a huge topic of discussion regarding that, and I won't delve into it too much, but best believe that just because it's made in China or it's made in India, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's made with bad quality or bad fabrics. Sangiev as a brand places an enormous emphasis on the fact that we want all our staff to be well paid, the factories that we use, everyone to be well taken care of, and we were able to find a really cool manufacturer in Hong Kong that really looks after their staff and comes up with some beautiful pieces that, truth be told, we just weren't able to even find in Portugal. So that is the reason why we decided to go with Hong Kong, and we have this absolutely bellissimo piece right here. Regarding sizing, I would say stay true to size. I'm a medium, I wear a medium. Item numero 2, we have the blue, or turquoise I should say, tattoo embroidered hoodie. First of all, this is our second iteration of the cropped hoodie that we've released in the past. The silhouette and the cut is pretty much identical. However, due to the heaviness of the fabric, we decided to go for, I believe, 430 GSM in this iteration. So it's a lot heavier, it's a lot sturdier, and therefore it holds the shape a bit more. And the next big detail was obviously, and this might be a touchy subject for some, the embroidered tattoos that were pulled from the Russian prison tattoos. Now, the reason why I say it's a bit touchy is because I've heard both end of the spectrum. Some of my Russian friends absolutely love the pieces and the fact that we were able to use part of their shunned culture, and then some others, they didn't necessarily take offense to it, but they were like, it's a bit of a dangerous thing to kind of play with, and I completely understand where they're coming from. Tattoos that were received whilst in prison, depending on your crime, they had different meanings. It sounds taboo, it probably is, but I found that so fascinating. I've watched tons of documentaries about it, got books about it, and I find it fascinating. And I kind of just wanted to bring that to a wearable garment. I think it looks awesome. As pieces of artwork, they're beautiful. Obviously, the meaning is a bit more somber. So we have the 2 sort of teardrops, which I don't necessarily think that's only related to Russian prison tattoos. Teardrops are a thing just in general. Then we have a torch. Again, some of these are not tattoos that can be found within the quote Russian prison tattoos, but others are definitely taken from it, such as the stars which we have on the elbow. The notion was if you have them on the knee, it's to represent the fact that you're not going to take a knee, or you're not going to be on your knees towards the government or the law. So you're just like a fucking badass, basically, that will not bend a knee to the law, which I think is fucking sick. And also, if you have them on the shoulder, it means you're a higher rank criminal, especially in the prison. So, you know, different placing, different meaning. And then in the back, we have this absolutely huge house on fire. I'm gonna be honest with you, the initial illustration that we had was actually a church on fire. I did not want to be that blasphemous. Like, there's one thing exploring Russian prison tattoos, but I did not want to piss off an entire religion. But yeah, this was an anecdote that, for example, you wouldn't have gotten from the description on the website because I don't talk about it. But this was a burning church, which we adapted to make it a burning house, which kind of goes even more so with the theme of the Russian prison tattoos, at least in my opinion. But the embroidery are in this beautiful sort of greenish, almost metallic color, which kind of allows it to be subtle within the piece, but also pop and sits really nicely. The kangaroo pocket is reversed, so you have a bit of texture. And one of my personal details that I love is the detached and raw opening that can be found on the neck, because I think that looks awesome. And that is that for the hoodie. Stay true to size. Now, sticking to that theme, we have the two trousers. Grey one first, which is a washed black with the contrast 3D black tattoos embroidered. Again, I'm not going to go through all the meaning because with a lot of my pieces, I'll share the main theme, and the idea is actually for you guys to go and explore yourself. We have the stars on the knees, the daggers, the eyes, the spider web with the spider, which is to do with being a thief. In the back, we have a poison bottle, the other end of the dagger, this Russian scripture in the middle, which means I see my destiny. I really wanted a scripture in the middle, and we fucking tried so hard to make it work. Logistically, from a garment making perspective, it's such a pain to make sure that everything aligns properly, etc, etc, but we were able to do so. In terms of the design of the pants themselves, it's a fairly straightforward / slim fit. You've got two pockets at either side. At the front, you've got two pockets in the back, once again adorned with some tattoos and embroidery. Then we have a hammer loop. This is where the inspiration from a carpenter pant comes from. We have the hammer loop. We have the carpenter pocket that can be found on one side, which has a bunch of mini pockets that are added on top. And then we have this really fucking sick pocket detailing that can be found on the other leg. I absolutely love this piece. I think it looks great worn with sneakers, but also looks great worn with boots. So that is that for the washed black color. And then my personal favorite out of the two, at least. Oh, I didn't speak about the units that we had. Obviously, due to the size of the business, still making small units, so the minimums are usually around 100. So we still, yeah, those were the units that we kind of went with, 100 pretty much. Except for this bad boy, where we only had 50 of them. The reason being is because they are hand dyed and hand finished. So the 3D embroidered process is the same. Obviously, these are more tonal. Everything is the same except the wash. They are basically washed with dirt, with sand, and they go through this intense coloring process, and then finally they're dip dyed up until the waistband, hence why you can see the different coloration right here. They then went over certain detailing, such as the pockets, by hand. Although I wanted the embroidery to be tonal and not like super noticeable like the other, I did want a tiny bit of emphasis on them. So they hand sponged a darker shade onto the embroidery, so then they can kind of pop up a tiny bit more. But that is that for the embroidered trousers. I stay true to size with a size 32. My brother on the website, I believe, stayed true to size with a size 28. So stay true to size. And then last but certainly not the least, at least for drop 4, we have the piece that I'm probably most proud of. I kind of told myself, hey, when you make your coat, that's when it's like, okay, you're doing it, you know? And so I am so fucking ecstatic to be able to present to you my first proposal of a coat brought to the Sangiev line, and it is this incredible overcoat. Super long in the body. You've got this belt detail. Oh, there's so much to talk about. It's okay, slow the fuck down. It's extremely long in the body, oversized in that nature. Stay true to size to achieve the intended effect. And then we're going to move into the belt, which kind of allows you to tweak the design in so many different ways. And this is the fun part. Like, I really want you guys, should you wish to purchase this piece, to play around with the belt and see what you can do with it styling wise, because there's so many different variations and ways to wear this piece, and I am absolutely buzzing for you guys to be able to do so. The fabric itself is made of recycled fibers, so we have a 25-75 mix, 25% wool and then 75% recycled fibers. We have the extremely long back vent, which kind of allows for movement as you're walking. I love the idea that when you're wearing an overcoat, the back and the whole body just fucking flaps about and just looks great, especially in windy situations. Even when you have the belt on, the back will just sit really nicely, especially when you're walking. And that is achieved through a high back vent. It has raglan sleeve detailing, raglan. We have 2 external welt pockets with a lovely little flap, and then 1 internal welt pocket that can be found on the left-hand side. We didn't want any buttons, we just wanted the coat to be fastened with a belt, and the belt actually goes into the coat itself. I'm so thankful, and I'm just thank you, because without you guys this wouldn't have happened. So I'm ever so thankful for that. We only made 50 of these because obviously coats, bigger gamble.
Did you see this cup? Man, come on, man.
Definitely do go check it out. Links will be in the description box down below. I need to stop fucking repeating myself all the fucking time. But that is that for drop 4. Now I'm going to quickly whiz past drop 3, because again it's something that I wasn't able to show you guys in the past because I wasn't posting videos at the time. But prior to me doing so, hold up 1 second, I actually have a giveaway. And we have, if you've made it this far into the video, I think you deserve this and then some. We basically have the second iteration of the crop sweatshirt in the wash black with the Arval, and this is in a size that's small. It's so sick watching it new because obviously I have mine that's been worn for fucking forever. But we have a size small for giveaway, real simple. Like this video. Let me know what your favorite piece was that I'm showing you today and why. And please, 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 please leave your Instagram handle at the end of said comment, so then I can get in contact with you once I pick out a winner. Size small, unfortunately, is the only one that I have that is brand new with tags and everything, but that is that for the giveaway. Now, we've got 3 pieces to talk about. Those are all from drop 3. Now, because they're from a previous drop, I don't want to put too much attention on them, but I'm going to whiz through them. I always say this, but then I end up taking fucking 5 minutes speaking about every single piece. Okay, so the first item from drop 3 was this shirt. Now, I do apologize about the slight creases that you might see. So we have this, well, we have my take on a shirt made of 100% viscose, super lightweight, super, you know, breathable, flowy. You already know if I was to make a shirt, it would pretty much be like that. Beautiful play on this Joker diamond pattern in a blue and yellow and white print. Looks amazing. Well, I'm obviously going to be super fucking biased. Looks amazing. Again, kind of sticking to the brand's ethos of a relatively short body with a slightly longer sleeves. The sleeves actually hit just on point, and the body, in my opinion, sits really nicely to a point where you don't actually need to tuck in the shirt, which is what I like to do when wearing a shirt. I never tuck them in unless I'm in a formal setting. It is available across a few sizes that are still on the website, I believe. I'm wearing a size large because I want a slightly oversized fitting. I also fit into the medium, but the medium fits a bit snugger to the body, and I think a large sits better on me, at least in my opinion. So I'd say stick to your true size. However, if you want a more oversized, flowier fit, then perhaps go a size up, you know? But that is that for the shirt. And then we have a new iteration of the flare jeans with the embroidery on the knee in this light blue wash. Absolutely love this piece, man. It's so fucking fire. The wash is so good. It's got an absolutely fat hem with some distressing that can be found along the bottom. Now, I believe that this is a sample. The production version actually is even more distressed, and the whole idea is to get them super distressed, to wear them to shit, you know, boots, sneakers, whatever you wish to wear them with. Love them, shred them, and give them a whole new life. And as you can see, I've attached my scarf, which unfortunately is no longer available, so I probably shouldn't speak about it too much. Do go check them out if you wish. Again, only 2 sizes available in these, I believe, 30 and 32. One thing that is worth mentioning, thighs are relatively slim. So if you've got thick thighs, size up. I'm wearing a size 32. Voila. And last but certainly not the least, my personal favorite out of that drop were these hand-dyed cargos. They're so sick. I love them. I love them so much that although at the time we didn't sell out, and in fact we're still not sold out, I believe. Again, 2 sizes or maybe 3 sizes left, 30, 32, 36. These are hand dyed, so every single piece comes out different. Some of them have a bit more orange than the others. However, the detailing that remains the same throughout are the 2 pockets that can be found on the top. Then we have 2 huge 3D pockets that can be found at either side of the leg. And then we have the concealed pocket at the bottom of the cargos, mate, which are on both legs. And that is about it. Oh, and obviously you have the back 2 pocket detailing. Now, for those who have a keen eye, we wanted to basically simplify the OG reworked cargos that I did for drop 1. And we wanted to bring them to summer. Because of that, we played with some linen. So it's a mixture of a lightweight canvas and lightweight linen, and that really sort of sets apart the colors, especially the orange. You can see the orange on the linen being a lot more faded, a lot more softer. I wear this so much. So yeah, man, that is that. I stay true to size with a size at 32. I like them to be, you know, kind of baggy and sit really nicely with some sneakers. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to conclude this long ass video of me talking about my latest drop, that is drop 4 and drop 3, both of which can be found in the description box down below. Thank you ever so much for your continuous support and love, because without you guys, you know, this whole shit wouldn't happen. So I'm so thankful to you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to answer them. If you wish to follow me on my social media, it's all right here, Sangiev. That is for my Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to leave a like or a thumbs up, because it helps me out tremendously. And share, subscribe, do all that other jazz. Had a beautiful day. Take care. Peace.